It's full moon time, so you know what that means. We're going to talk about it. It's full moon happening in the sign of Capricorn, the sign of its fall. The moon doesn't do amazing Capricorn. It acts slightly different because Capricorn is the complete opposite of Cancer energy, where the moon resides and is home to the sign of Cancer. The moon is the furthest it can be opposing the energy of its home kingdom. It's in Capricorn, right? And so the sun is in Cancer, the moon is in Capricorn. They are in opposition, which is forming a full moon happening every month, right? And so this full moon will be happening on the 29th of June at around midnight, just before midnight GMT. I'm in Europe, and I'm in Spain actually, and that'll be 1 a.m. for us. And so adjust that accordingly to your time zone. Midnight around 29th of June, right? Just before the last day of June. There's so many things going on. Jupiter will be changing signs. Mercury was stationed to go retrograde that day. Um, Following on from that, the nodes axis also shifts. Jupiter's also changing signs as well. However, right now, 29th of June at 8 degrees, 8 degrees within itself is a scorpionic transformational degree, meaning that this full moon will be bringing a cycle of transformation, healing, growth, letting go of, as full moons can do. Okay, cast your mind back to January when we had a new moon in Capricorn, right? What seed did you plant then? For example, I'm going to use myself as an example. I have Capricorn in the fourth house, right? The fourth house rules home. 6 months ago, I found this home that I'm sat in right now. I hadn't signed the contract yet. It just been brought to my attention that this home was available. Within like 2 weeks of the new moon, I'd signed the contract. 4 weeks later, on the new moon, the Sagittarius full moon was it? The Aquarius full moon. I moved in. I think it was a Pisces new moon actually. Anyway, a few weeks later, I was in, right? So what I'm saying is 6 months down the line, here we are now, planting the seeds, moving forward. What have you done in the last 6 months in the area of the sky of your birth chart, which is ruled by Capricorn? And if you are a Capricorn rising, Cancer, like Aries and Libra, you are going to feel this the most because, especially if you have planets around 8 degrees, because this lunation, the the full moon, will be conjunct, opposing, or squaring your rising sign. All right, rising sign, the first and foremost, most important. It's the it's the character that you play, it's the energy that you admit out into the world, right? The sun is your purpose, your ego, your part of your life path. The rising sign is how you go about it. It's how you project it out. The first house, right? So for me, Aquarius Sun in the fifth house, my life purpose involves fifth house. Fifth house matters in an Aquarius way, but how I wrap that up is in my Libra energy. Libra was my first house. And so for you guys, really focus on what the rising sign is going to be for you and how this new age will play out for you, okay? If you don't know your rising sign, check it out. Free birth chart calculators all online. You can easily do that. And yes, listen up for your rising sign. I love, especially now I am nearly, how can I say this? Half century old, right? The sun sign becomes really important. First of all, you've lived through Saturn return, Saturn square, Saturn opposition, right? Some of us are having a Chiron return too. Hello. You really come into your sun sign after the age of 35, going into your 40s. You really do. So I think it's really important to listen to your sun sign as well as your rising. And also, because this is a moon video, listen to your moon sign. Moon sign is really important. It's how you feel about things. Um, the emotions, your safety, your home. But also, we're talking about the full moon or the new moon. Every time I put a moon video out, Listen to the moon sign too. It's really important when we're talking about lunar cycles. All right. So Capricorns, Cancers, Libra. I'm looking at my chart while I'm here. Capricorns, Libras, Aries. Right. You guys are gonna feel this most, especially if your planets around 0 to 18 degrees of those signs. You know, if you are a Scorpio, a Taurus. Am I saying that? Yeah. Scorpio and Taurus, right? Pisces and Virgo. You guys, you're gonna like this. It's gonna be cute for you. It's gonna be harmonizing, trining, sextiling. It's gonna be the lunations are working in harmony with you. I mean, the when we look at the moon, the energy of the moon and the sun and the full moon, because the sun and the moon make up the full moon, right? It needs to reflect off one another. So you want to see what the sun is doing. What is the sun doing, right? Well, actually, the sun is making a harmony, and the moon is making a harmonious aspect to the north and south nodes, right? So the north and south node are to do with karmic destiny, life purpose, right? Being rerouted to your life path. And so this means that leading up to the full moon and afterwards, we have a 2 week portal, but a 6 month wider portal for this to activate. For example, me today, right, just today, before I recorded this video, received a message, right? Um, the north and south node for me are my 6th and 12th house, and this is to do with international travel. I'm in a foreign country right now, and work, 6th house stuff. Okay, and actually this week I've been doing so much work on my physical body, 6th house things. And this is all tied in with the eclipses, the north and south node, the ecliptic points, right? And so this full moon will bring in a cycle, a new chapter, and an ending of um, a life cycle, a pattern or something. For me, for Libra, it's coming to do with work and health, right? I'm literally starting a new job next week. Um, and it's brought to my attention this week. And the Mercury retrograde shadow of it all, this opportunity was actually presented to me 12 months ago. I turned it down, and now I've been asked again, and I'd said yes because I'm in a different cycle now where I can commit to it. Do you know what I mean? And so this is how astrology plays out. I'm not just talking about myself. This is how astrology plays out through cycles and patterns. How cool is that? Is my microphone on? I'm not making retrograde, double checking everything. It's really funny when I start recording because I don't script it. I'm always like, what am I going to talk about? There's always so much to talk about. And so yeah, the north and south node have been moving through the signs of Virgo and Pisces. So check out where Virgo and Pisces falls for you because that's going to be really important as to how this lunation is going to play out. Okay, the ecliptic points will be changing. The Rahu and Ketu will be changing signs next month, starting a new cycle of eclipses in the areas of your chart where Aquarius and Leo reside. I'm going to put out a video of that probably this week. So have I already done a video for it? Am I already done a video for it already? Because we had eclipses in this axis since the start of the year. But I'm going to do a new fresh video. Alright, so listen out for that. Not only that, one of the key players for this full moon will be Saturn. Because why is that? Because the full moon is in Capricorn, so we always look at the rule of that sign. So what sign? So what rules Capricorn? Saturn. So Saturn is going to be a key player. Saturn is debilitated in Aries, meaning it acts weaker there. So I feel that because it's weaker in Aries, it's not as strong. It can't give its full ramifications. Do you know what I mean? But what it will do is ask you to look at what is no longer working for you. Saturn's like, let's do the hard work. I am the taskmaster, all right. And especially in the sign of Capricorn, the sign that rules. It's like, okay, I can't help you as much as I want to right now because I'm in Aries, but I can bring to your attention what is no longer working for you, all right. You can still go after your dreams, goals, and desires. But are you gonna have to do the work? Absolutely. Saturn is going to be going retrograde too, so the brakes will be off for now. So this is a great time to review your goals. From like for example, like you could be like, well, this is my goal 6 months ago. I've been chipping away at it. Do I still want that dream? There could be it could be an ending to it. It could be a natural completion to the cycle. It could be a reroute. Okay, Saturn making the square challenging aspect. It's like, okay, I want to manifest my goals, dreams, and desires. I want to start my own business. I'm talking Capricorn things. I want to lay down firm foundations, Capricorn things, right? I want to build security. I want to be respected. I want to teach or showcase to the world my what I have to offer, Capricorn things, right? Um, I want to dig deep into my heritage, into my what makes me me, where I come from. Again, Capricorn things, right? Saturn is all about that. Saturn is about, okay, let's build, let's go over, especially Mercury retrograde too. Let's go over um, where we've been so far. What is our journey? What's the next step? Where are we going next? Neptune's also in the mix. Neptune is squaring the nodes, squaring the full moon too. And the sun and moon is making a square position, a square aspect. And so, again, Neptune asks us to manifest, right? It can make us fucking delusional too. There could be like this duality, like, okay, Neptune is like, where can we dream and be sensitive? Where can we dream and be bigger? Where can we call in our dreams and desires? Where can we ask for that limit? Saturn is like, okay, you can absolutely do that, but we need a plan. We need a plan. um, I'm laughing because I am Saturn ruled, right? But I'm also like hyper manifestor as well. You know what I mean? And Jupiter makes strong aspects to my ascendant and my sun. So I'm like, my friends always say to me, "You are the super manifestor." You're like, will you speak your manifestation into existence? And as a fifth houser, I really believe that we are born to do that. And show the people that it's absolutely possible to live your dream reality. Okay, and so yeah, Neptune is in the mix, and Neptune is squaring you. So it's like, okay, dream big, be bold, be ostentatious, go after what you want, but you also need a plan too. You need structure, all right? So you can absolutely have what you want, call it all in, live the life of your dream reality. And for me now, this cycle I'm closing is okay. Well, I decided to relocate, to set up a new home, and I'm doing it. I'm here. I'm doing it. And I think like the 6 month cycle now, I'm like, okay, the dream is actually I'm living inside of this dream. This is the dream I'm living it. Saturn things, right? And the really funny thing with Saturn, I'm talking fourth house because my fourth house, my home. I live in a really old building, like it's so vintage, like everything's made of wood. It's like a really old Spanish little. Everything's like, you would have been like 200 years ago, I'm so here for it, so here for it. Even down to like the little vintage lift that I get into, like it's like a little contortion lift I have to get into an elevator. And so yeah, what else is happening? So we have that going on, and yeah, let's talk about it. The Chiron is also going to be square. Yeah, let's say it's square, shall we? Chiron is also square in this lunation, so there's some healing going. You have to heal. And I say to people, you know what? Healing is actually sometimes it's not about just talking about shit over and over again. Healing is like, you know what? I've been through all this fucking stuff and I'm done talking. I'm actually just going to live my life. Because healing sometimes is living your life and allowing yourself to be receptive to, okay, well, this person is going to trigger me. I'm being triggered by this. This is healing. This is making me feel really good. Or, like for me, for example, like just going about my day, doing my day to day stuff, and having a thought or a memory about something that really hurt me or something that I went through, and just being okay with, okay, that's how I feel about that. Or, oh yeah, that thought, or that really fond memory of that person that I had a relationship with, or that person did this thing that really hurt me, and they can just be memories, and you can just sit through them and just be. And this is Saturn, this is Chiron as well. All right. deep. This is like a deep full moon, and I love that I always start these videos like I don't know what I'm going to talk about, and then I'm like, let's go all in, let's go hard, guys. I'm gonna do tarot like I always do for you guys, and I'm gonna timestamp this biash as we go along because that's been really fucking useful. Where are we? Okay, timestamps. Okay, so housekeeping. If you want a personal reading with me, hit me up. I'm gonna put that as a timestamp. Housekeeping. Housekeeping. Alrighty. Wow. Is that 1534? 1530. Let's say 1530. Okay. Housekeeping 1530. For a personal reading with me, girl, I got a waiting list. I know, right? So happy, so grateful for you guys. Hit me up for a personal reading. I do tarot astrology, of course. We can do them together. We can do a live video together on FaceTime. We can record it, or I will literally Zoom and record me talking about your charts with cards or without. Um, DM me, email me, let's get into it. Also, I have the Decode Your Birth Chart astrology course, which I've recorded. I think it's something like, I'm sure it's like 15 hours worth of content. It's a big piece of life work I've recorded for you guys going into how to read a birth chart, alright? This is not a chat GPT thing, this is me fucking talking about all the things, all my experience when it comes to reading astrology. That's why I'm a professional astrologer. Hello. So much there's so much content in there for you. Love for you guys to download that, get access to the YouTube channel. There's a playlist of all the videos that I've made. Uh, Slashing through the houses, what this planet in this sign, this house. It's honey, is deep. All right. So there's that, and also, of course, I would love it if you like, subscribe, share this channel, guys. Let's get into it. All right. So, if you are a delicious Aries rising sun and moon, for you will be having this transit, the full moon, happening on the 29th of June at, did I say 8 degrees? Let me just double check before I go off on a tangent. 8 degrees, Scorpio degree, right? Transformational degree, happening in your 10th house, the house of your career, the house of your work, okay? And so, there could be an ending or a new cycle starting when it comes to work and career. All right. I love reading for you guys because it's always the opposite of what we are, Libras, but it's always the same too, you know. So what cycle is coming to a closure and end when it comes to either where you live, your home, your family, or when it comes to work and career. At least you could be starting something new. Right. I'm literally starting a new job this week. So what are you letting go of? Because in order for me to start this job, I've had to let go of so many other things and no longer that was serving me. And that's okay too. Life is a cycle and that's what it's about. Okay. Same for you guys. What's coming to a close in the realms of your work and career? Alright. You could be healing wounds when it comes to relationships too. Cause a cycle closing on a marriage or a partnership, or are you taking that partnership to the next level? Because it can go both ways, right? Um, Taking your relationship more seriously, you know, and being connected to people who are be in touch with you when it comes to taking your work to the next level as well. All right. Are you also moving home? Are you also relocated? You could be because it's opposing your fourth house. You know, um, expansion in the home for you guys for sure. Whenever you have anything in the first, fourth, tenth, and seventh house, it's always big. The quadrant house is always big. All right. Ooh. You have the Nine of Pentacles. I fucking absolutely love that for you, Aries. I really do. All right. Do you see it? I was a bit umming and ahhing about using this deck because it doesn't video well, but it's so beautiful. See. Nine of Pentacles. Honey, Aries, you really can have it all with this card. Also, look at this. She's looking at all the she's looking at all the things that that are bloomed, all the flowers that have bloomed. Take stock. Today, for example, I took stock. I was like, wow, everything around me, like this sofa, this cushion, I'm not joking you. If I could turn the camera around and show you my house, it's like everything I dreamed of. And I dreamed of it 6 months, probably longer than 6 months ago. The 6 months ago is when I planted the seeds. Do you know what I mean? So take stock of where you are. There's so much more to achieve still. Take stock of how far you've come. You so deserve to be here, Aries, alright? Love that for you. Okay. If you are a Taurus, rising sun and moon, I'm just putting your time stamp in Taurus people. For you, you have a full moon happening for you in the eighth house. Sorry, no, you don't. In the ninth house. The house of your spirituality, honey. The house of international travel. The house of legalities. The house of signing papers and documentation. Taurus, some of you will be signing papers, some of you may be making plans to travel, there may be a contract coming to an end, okay? There may be a legal thing coming to an end finally for you as well, okay? Some of you may be deciding to close a chapter when it comes to your educational pursuits. You could be finishing a university degree. You may decide this is no longer working for me. You may decide to go back to university, go back to college, to go to do a master's or to take the online course, or even I love ninth house, right, for teaching what you know. You might be like, you know what, I'm gonna put my work out there into the stratosphere. Absolutely do it. Use utilization. Saturn asking you to do the hard work, go for it. Okay. If there's anything to do with legality, this could be wrapping up for you now with this closure cycle. Okay. What did you start 6 months ago? That's coming to a close now. It could be that yes, it's coming to a close in this form, but now you're going to be expanding onto more. Okay. Woo. Starting into have that in your 12th house as well. It's like, mental wellness. Some of you might be like, you know what, I'm seeing a therapist. I'm no longer need to see them anymore because I've been doing the work. Or you may be like, you know what, I need to go back to therapy, for example. Okay. And having the nodes in the 11th and 5th house as well. What your biggest goals, dreams, and desires. How are you manifesting those? All right. The nodes moving into your 10th and 4th has access soon too. Ace of Cups. I love this for you. See that? So beautiful. During this full moon lunation, the universe will give you a gift, a surprise opportunity, ninth house things, downloads from the universe. There's going to be a message coming to you. The yes answer that you want is on the way to you, especially when it comes to things such as international travel, visas, documentation, legalities, signing of papers, um, booking those flights. All right, be careful. Mercury retrograde is in play. But if you're going back to me what you thought of like before, then go for it. Okay. Love that for you, Taurus. I would love it if you'd like to subscribe and share this channel, of course. And then invite you to comment and let me know how this relation's playing out for you. All right. Good luck. If you are a Gemini rising, Gemini sun, Gemini moon, for you, you're going to be having a full moon at 8 degrees of Capricorn on the 29th of June. 8 degrees, right? In the 8th house. The house of transformation. Okay. The house of transformation with a degree of transformation in the house pertaining to money. All right. You could be closing a cycle on a debt, a loan, a mortgage repayment, money being owed to you, given to you finally. Client money coming in. You could be saying goodbye to some clientele and also calling in new clients too. All right. This is partner's money. If you have a partner, their money is going to be fluctuated. There could be a closure there going on, but also a new way of making money coming in too, like a new cycle. All right. Sex and intimacy and passion. All right. Uh, you could be letting go of relationships, or you could be taking that intimacy to the next stage naturally. It could work two ways. You could cut a relationship generally tracks, or you could be calling it a new one. So there could be news of inheritance. news of a tax rebate, news of loans coming in, credit card coming in, there could be debts that need to be paid as well with this. Okay, your card, honey. Your strength, girl. You've been going through it. Okay, trust that you have everything that you need within you to go after what you want, Gemini. Okay, the strength card shows up to say to you, you can absolutely ask for what you want because the eighth house holds money too, money stories. So it could be asking for what you want when it comes to the money that you deserve. Who owes you money? Um, applying for a mortgage, applying for a loan, right? Also, because it's the eighth house, it can also do with intimacy. Are you asking for what you want in your long-term committed intimate relationships? This could be physical, this could be non-physical. Intimacy can also be, yes, it is physical too. Intimacy can be also like verbal. You know, are you able to communicate freely with your partner, or partners? Okay, there is that too. Strength is telling you to be a bad bitch, go after what you want, be a buddy, be strong. You are strong. You can do this. Okay. I'd love it if you'd like to subscribe and share and leave a comment. All right. If you want a person reading with me, hit me up too. All right. If you are a Cancer rising, Cancer sun, Cancer moon, you're part of the story, honey. You're part of the full moon because we need the sun in Cancer to form the full moon in Capricorn. And for you guys, on the 29th of June, in Cancer season, we have the 8 degrees of Capricorn, the full moon happening. And for you guys, this is going to be happening in the 7th house of your relationships. And so, Cancer, so you might be saying good, so you might be deciding to take your relationship to the next level when it comes to your intimate relationships. You might meet someone new at this time if you're single. Or if you're not single, so you might just meet somebody, all right, who's going to change your life path. Could be business, could be work related, because the seventh house also rules business contracts and agreements too. But yeah, you may decide to end your relationship. You may decide to cut severance ties. Something's no longer working for you, and this lunation. Saturn is in the mix, making a square to this whole thing. All right. So bringing challenges when it comes to relationships. What's not working for you anymore? Are you able to ask for what you want? Okay. You have Jupiter in your sign, and so for you, with this full moon, are you taking a relationship to the next level? Are you tying the knot, getting engaged? Are you moving in? Are you getting married? What's going on? All right. There could be contracts to be signed when it comes to work too. Powerful players coming in to help you get what you want. You have the Six of Wands. I love this for you. This is the victory card. Trust that all the work, because Saturn is in the mix when it comes to this full moon. Trust that all the hard work that you've put in over the last 6 months. What did you start in January? Um, when it comes to your relationships and work agreements and contracts, because this is like a completion moment asking you to take stock of what you've already achieved, and you're going to be recognized, accolades coming in when it comes to your business, when it comes to your work, when it comes to your career, and also when it comes to your relationships too, just being recognized and appreciated, or there could be someone coming in who you're going to be like, oh my god, this person's so flame, so fire, so it could be someone you're going to take an eye to who's really successful in their own right, or it could be a business contract where someone is going to come in and really help you elevate your work and your business too. Okay, trust that for the next 6 months, whatever you plan and whatever seeds that you plant, yes, it's going to be hard work, but it's also going to be very fruitful and lucrative. Love that for you. Cancer, like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment. I'd love to know how this is playing out for you. If you want a person reading with me, hit me up. Alrighty, if you are a Leo rising, sun, and moon, for you, you're going to be having a full moon in Cancer happening for you in the sixth house. How amazing! And so for you, this is going to be on the 29th of June at 8 degrees of Capricorn, right? Capricorn rules your sixth house. This is to do with your health routine, your day-to-day routine, your health, what you put into your body, where you work, your pets. What did you initiate 6 months ago when it comes to your health routines? What needs to change? What is working? What isn't working? When it comes to your health habits, it could be a great time to book appointments when it comes to your health, just to get things ship shape. Um, getting more organised when it comes to your work as well. It could be endings when it comes to work. So you could be thinking about, okay, like, this job is no longer serving me. I'm moving on to the next thing, right? It could be about, okay, I'm completing this cycle now. I need to let go of this job because I want to focus on my career. A job and a career are two different things, aren't they? So it could be that too, all right? Um, ending and completion when it comes to how you do things, when it comes to your day to day. Like, you know what? I always take the metro this way. I don't need to do that. I'm spending too much money in this supermarket. I'm going to go here instead, for example, right? The sixth house really is like that. What is your card, honey? Woo! Yeah, you have the ten of wands. You have the ten of wands, right? Six of wands is the sixth house is all about your work and your day-to-day schedule. Where are you doing the most? Where are you doing too much? Where are you doing what is draining your energy? When I started reading this, I was like, oh my god, I put my energy feels dry just talking about it. Where are your energy vampires? Where can you cut ties with anyone or anything which is like not the best value of your time? All right. Ten of Wands is like it's okay for you to put down everyone's burdens and focus on you, your health, your pet's health, um, your purpose, your work, your career. It's okay to focus on you. And also, if you've been like just doing the most when it comes to your work and career, trust that this is ending now with the full moon being a completion cycle. All right. There is still more to do, but just trust that with the Ten of Wands showing up in the sixth house, this is about the lights and the lows. All right. Good luck with that, Leos. If you are a Virgo rising, sun, and moon, you have a full moon happening for you on the 29th of June at 8 degrees of Capricorn. And for you guys, that rules your fifth house, the house of your dating, the house of your minis, the house of your entrepreneurship, the house of fun, right? So, what seeds did you plant 6 months ago when it comes to fun? And are you, have you fulfill those? When it comes to dating, are you taking that relationship to the next level? Has dating been hard work? Because Saturn is squaring this whole thing. So it could be like you're either going to be like letting go of like guys or girls or whatever who are just not on your vibe. You're like, you know what? This has been not fun. I'm cutting the ties on this. This is what I want. I want to get serious about my relationships. I want to get serious about how I make money. I want to get serious about my business. The fifth house is about entrepreneurship, about side hustling, making it into a main hustle. How can you do that? Maybe you did that 6 months ago, and now it's like let's take stock of it. This full moon with Saturn being in the mix in Capricorn is about being reflective on what is working and what isn't. All right. Okay. And so this could also bring in older lovers. This also could bring in long established forms of money for you too. So that is great. um, with Corin in the mix is about healing relationships too. You know, healing who you are, and healing doesn't mean that I'm being a doormat. It's like you know what, I'm ready to move on now. Goodbye. You know, Saturn in Aries as well. I feel like it's less about talking about it. It's like you know what, I've done the therapy. Now I'm just gonna live my life. Yeah. None of one's, honey. None of one's is like, you know what? I've been going through the most. My love has put me through it. My work has put me through it. My dreams and goals have really put me through it. And now I'm going to put that down. I'm no longer going to struggle. I'm no longer subscribing to victims. I'm no longer subscribing to pity parties and projects. I'm now subscribing to my own mental wellness and health, Virgos. Put yourself first too. You know what I mean? You're allowed to put yourself first, what you want, need, and desire, what lights you up. You know, the fifth house is like being self-employed, working for yourself. So it could be that you've been like working for other people, and you've been really enjoying it, and you've been like flourishing in your own right, and that's okay too. Um, the Nine of Wands can sometimes bring in like victim mentality lovers too, so bear that in mind. You know, because I know Virgos love to fix up other people. You can fix up and enjoy your own life too. Because the last 6 months, it's like, okay, I've been working and working, I've been working at it, I've been having fun doing this thing. But what in my life is fun and what isn't? What brings me joy and what doesn't? Who brings me joy and who doesn't? I'm being clear on that. All right, Virgo, enjoy that. I love this for you. Okay. Alrighty, if you are a Libra rising, Libra moon, you will be having a full moon happening for you, 29th of June, 8 degrees of Capricorn, my darling. Girl, I am one of you. I'm a Libra rising. This is our fourth house of home. What seasons intention did you plan 6 months ago when it comes to your home, where you live, your property, your family? For example, I said in the intro, I literally found this home 6 months ago and I'm living in it. The completion cycle be that, this is the first month. I'm like, you know what? I'm not just trying to manifest this thing. I'm doing it. I'm living it. And so for you guys, like, you know what? Take stock. Please take stock on how far you've come, what have you achieved. Even for myself, I'm like, you know what? Even though there's so much more to do, so much more to achieve, there's still so much to be grateful for in this moment. And that's not to say that life isn't has to be perfect. I was saying this to somebody the other day. I was saying, you know what? I've had the best month ever, even though so many things have gone wrong. But I say, do you know what? Life doesn't have to be perfect for you to enjoy it. Like you don't have to wait for the thing to have your manifestations to materialize fully for you to enjoy your life in the here and now. So how about fourth house transit, right? Have you been or can you enjoy your life while your manifestations are bubbling up in the background? Do you know what I mean? And so the full moon is about a completion cycle of family, the people that you call home, uh, what they mean to you, their lives. It could be a completion there. There could be a next cycle brewing. Are you relocating? Are you moving? This is also going to affect not just your home where you live, it's going to affect your work and your career because it opposes your 10th house, as well as your relationships too, because it squares your ascendant and it squares your house of relationships. Like I was saying to Aries earlier, and cancers. But when you have anything happening in your first, fourth, 10th, and 7th house, the quadrant houses, it squares your whole chart. And so it can, the realms of relationships are going to be really important. What relationships are coming to an end? What new ones are birthing? I've let go of so many um, one really important relationship as well. I've let go of that, but I've also replaced that with like new work projects too. So as you can see, when it comes to the first, fourth, seventh, and tenth, um, things can be chopped and replaced and transformed, and not only letting go but calling in. Life is a cycle, you know. Life is a cycle, honey. Oh my god, we have the King of Cups. I absolutely love this card, right? This for me is the epitome of Cancerian energy. The King being very Saturnian, Cups being very Cancerian. The full moon is asking you, can you live in a constant state of overflow? My manifestation is always I am in a constant state of abundance and overflow. I Money overflows, opportunities overflow, love overflows, gratitude overflows, love, passion, sex overflows. I'm in a constant state of creative overflow. There's always more than enough. I live in a state of joy. These are the affirmations that I want you to embody with this full moon. All right, Libra, I love that for you, for us. It's so gorgeous. If you are a Scorpio rising, sun and moon, For you, my darling, you have a full moon happening at 80 degrees, the Scorpionic degree, 29th of June, in the sign of Capricorn, in your third house. And so you could be closing something, a chapter, a cycle when it comes to your friendship circle, when it comes to siblings, when it comes to all your siblings might be coming to a natural completion in their life, where they're like ending something, starting something new, as are you. New people coming in, saying goodbye to friends, saying goodbye to where you live. Maybe you're relocating to Scorpio or thinking about it. You know what I mean? Um, if you're thinking about, if you maybe you started a project 6 months ago. What did you start 6 months ago? When it comes to when we had the new moon in Capricorn, when it comes to maybe a home project where you live, relocating, travel plans, um, getting your podcast out there, social media platform, that sort of thing, educational platform, all right, that sort of thing, all right. Your card, Scorpio. Let's have a look. Hello. You coming in the video? Come on then. Vamos, vamos. Come on then. Venga. What is your card, Scorpio? Do you want to say hello to the video? Come on then. Oh, you can't. Then no one can see you down there, my little chihuahua. Say hello. Hey. You can't have you too heavy. Scorpio, your card is Six of Cups. I love this for you because this is the third house is all to do with your friends and siblings. And the home that we talked about too. Can you have more fun at home? Is your home a place of fun? Right. Are you connecting with your friends? Are you connecting with your siblings? Are you having more? Can you have fun? Make time for play. Please make time for play. And the more fun you can have, the more the abundance rolls in. Life is always happening, so please make time for abundance. Please make time for fun. Please make time for joy when it comes to your friends and when it comes to your siblings. All right. That is all I have to say for you. Like, subscribe, and share, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you are a Sagittarius rising, sun and moon, you be having a full moon, 29 degrees. I'm just moving my Chihuahua's tail out the way so I can type your timestamp in. Yeah. Your tail's on the iPad, so I can't put the notes in. I think it's 42:01. There you go. Sagittarius, we're going to go out soon. Don't want to go out. We're going to go out to tapas. We're going to go out soon. If you're a Sagittarius rising to the moon, you have a full moon, 29th of June at 80 degrees, happening for you at the second house. Has your money. So, there's going to be something coming to a closure when it comes to the way you do your money. It could be like a job coming to an end, but another one being replaced. Because it's a cycle. It's not like a sudden thing's going to happen. This is a cycle that you've known about. So it could be, you know what, I am quitting my job and I'm going to fulfill my life purpose doing X, Y, and Z. Or I'm gonna say goodbye to this role because I am going on to a what do they call it, babe? A promotion, and the next level. I'm no longer subscribing to poverty mindset or lack mentality. I'm now calling it abundance mindset and wealth prosperity because there really are no limits to what I can achieve, what I can call it when it comes to my money and abundance. Second house shit. You know what I mean? Money coming in for you, 100%. Money coming out for you, 100% too, saying goodbye to how you do your money. Maybe you're going to be thinking about investing, moving money around, making a huge purchase because second house is a huge purchase. Are you buying a home, a car, some ostentatious jewelry, some huge stocks? What are you doing? What are they going to be doing? Do you know? What do you think? I don't know either. Let's have a look at your card, Sagittarius. Baby, your hair is all over me. It's molting this summer. Ooh. Sagittarius, Six of Pentacles. All right. We talked about lack mentality. For you guys, I want you to focus on over the next 6 months. How can I increase my level of abundance? How can I increase my generosity? How can I be in the constant state of not only just giving but receiving too? Can I give and receive in equal measures when it comes to my abundance story? Can I let go of old stories that I've learned about my abundance and my wealth from my caregivers or how I grew up, my friends, and my lovers? I get to decide what is my baseline when it comes to the amount of money you want to call in. I want to be the first millionaire in my family or whatever. That's sort of vibe, all right? Give and receive in equal measures. There's always more than enough. There's always more than enough. Money's always flowing in. Okay. Sagittarius, I would so love it if you'd like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment. Get in touch if you want a person reading. Alrighty. If you are a Capricorn rising, Sun and Moon, Capricorn, you're the star of the show. This is your full moon. I'm a Capricorn moon, honey. I'm feeling this with you two guys too. Especially if you're at 8 degrees. Moon, like -7. Is -7 degrees? Yes. And yes, especially if you're Capricorn rising between like 0 and 18 degrees, you're really gonna feel this. Um, this is the house of you. What are you changing? What are you transforming about yourself? This could be physically or non-physical. You know, are you going to be transforming how you look? Are you transforming how you show up in the world? Are you no longer subscribing to drama or negativity or lack mentality or breadcrumbs or gaslighting? Are you putting yourself first, Capricorn? This is your time to shine. What seeds did you plant in your new moon, Capricorn, in January? Take stock of how far you've come. There's so much more to achieve, you know, but also be grateful for how far you've come. And if you're not quite where you want to be, that's okay. You just keep taking inspired action. Saturn wants you to do the work to get to where you want to be. You're way closer than you were, and there's a version of you in the past which should be dying to be where you are now. So be grateful for where you are. What's still striving for more? Okay. Oh my god, where's your car? Let's relax. Beautiful. A Capricorn, King of Pentacles. That's amazing. And you couldn't get a more Capricornian Saturnian card. Step into your power with this full moon. The full moon is asking you to shed old skin, to cut ties when it comes to playing small, scarcity mindset, not being good enough. Stand in your power. The opportunities, the money, the abundance, the safety and security that you desire is all within you and all on its way to you. Open your arms for all the blessings and gratitude from the universe. It's within reach. All right. 6 month cycle, you'll be looking back thinking, oh my God, I have everything I want in desire. If you are a Aquarius rising, Aquarius sun, Aquarius moon, you have a 29th of June, 8 degrees, a Scorpionic transformational degree of Capricorn. 8 full moon, a closure, a cycle ending, a new beginning when it comes to your mental wellness, when it comes to your spirituality, when it comes to your mindset, when it comes to downloads from the universe, when it comes to rest and retreat. Aquarius. Some of you may be like international traveling, like myself. I'm an Aquarius sun. Some of you delving deep into spirituality, receiving downloads from the universe. Some of you are going to be closing a huge karmic chapter of struggle, pain, hurt, and loss, of downfall. Some of your enemies will be getting their karma just desserts. 12th house. Aquarius, what is your card? I feel really like deep message. The 12th house is the karmic house, honey, Saturn is karma. Like, everyone's getting dealt their karma now, all right? Including you, all right? Make time for rest. Make time for spirituality, all right? But yeah, I think mental wellness is like going to be like a big thing for you. Like, really just feeling better within yourself after you've been going through a lot. You've been going through it. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. Everything you want, need, and desire is on its way to you. Say goodbye to scarcity, lack, imposter syndrome, playing small. Everything that you want and desire is on its way to you. You are safe, you are supported, abundance is coming in. Yes, yes, yes. Love that for you. I would love it if you'd like to subscribe and share. All right, thank you so much. And last but certainly not least, we have Pisces rising, sun and moon. Guys, 29th of June, 8 degrees of Capricorn, you have a full moon in your 11th house that has your biggest goals, dreams, and desires. Okay, so for you and friendship circles and groups that you're part of, some of you will be saying goodbye to an old dream. You'll be like, you know what, this dream is not happening, I'm done with it. Or you just gonna be rewriting the plot twist for it. But you know what, I'm still on this thing. We're gonna re-navigate it. Because like when you put your postcode to the sat nav, right, you're still gonna get to where you want to get to. If you take a wrong turn or there's an accident or whatever, right, you're still gonna get there. You're allowed to change your mind and your manifestations. You're allowed to dream bigger. You're allowed to just completely change your mind altogether if you want to. You know, we're ever changing beings. Right? What you wanted 5 years ago, you might not want now. What you wanted a year ago, you might not want now. That's okay too. 11th house is about dreaming your biggest manifestation into existence. Saturn is here to help you as long as you do the work. All right. There's a completion cycle coming, 6 months cycle. Whatever you started in January is coming to completion now. All right. When it comes to your goals, um, this can this can be tied in with your friendship circles, to the groups that you're part of. You might be saying goodbye to some old friendships that are no longer serving you to make room for people who are more in line with your frequency, my darling. Life is like that. You know, let people come and go. It's fine. You know, it doesn't mean you can allow people to live your life and wish them well. Same with you too, you know. Right, so yeah, why? Seven of Cups. Pisces. It could be like, you know what, I dreamt about this thing and I'm manifesting it, and I kind of got it, and you know what, it wasn't what it all cracked up to be. And that's okay too. You know what I mean? You're allowed to, we're humans, we have no fucking idea what's in store for us, and we don't know how things are going to materialize. You know, you might want to manifest, I don't know, like, I'm going to be really basic. You might want to manifest some green skinny jeans. When you put them on, they just do not suit you. That's okay. Not everyone can rock a green skinny jean, all right? So what I'm saying to you is like, you might get everything that you desire. You might not even want it anymore. Or maybe you do have it, and it just hasn't been what it's cracked up to be. That's okay too. You know, I remember in my 20s, I opened up my first business, and it was really successful, but I just didn't love it. I got it. I was like, I don't want it. I don't want this life. And I just fucked it off. You're allowed to do that. It's okay, right? We're humans. What we're here to learn. We're here to make mistakes. Some of the best parts of my life have been mistakes, right? Do that. Do that. Make mistakes. Have fun. Live your goddamn best life, honey. All right, guys. I'd love it if you'd like to subscribe and share this video. And if you want a personal reading with me, hit me up. I'll leave all the information in the show notes for you to do so. Have an amazing full moon. I'll catch you in the next video. Te quiero.